Good morning. Happy Friday. Can you guys believe it? We made it to Friday. It is already Friday. Crazy, crazy how fast this week has gone by, right? I can't believe that it's already Friday. But I want to come on here, guys, because this is a big weekend. It's our first weekend if you're doing our challenge with us. And I want to give you guys a challenge this weekend. Okay. And a lot of you guys are not going to be happy with what I'm going to ask you to do. Okay. Because I know right now we're all in the zone and we are all on the mission to we're doing it, right? And get healthy. But just like I've been telling you guys this whole week, if we don't know where the problem is, or if we don't know really what our calorie range is, if we don't know what is causing us to live in this vicious cycle, right? If we don't know how many calories we're actually consuming on the weekend, we're going to do these 18 weeks or 4 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever it is, right? And then we're going to be back in the cycle and we're going to wonder what is going on. So just for this first weekend, okay, just this first weekend, we've got Super Bowl. It's the weekend, right? I would love, right? This is why I tell you guys, I didn't even give you guys to start like a meal plan or a calorie range, right? We cannot make progress on this until we know, until we know what your calorie range is, okay? So for this weekend, we've got Super Bowl coming up. You've got Saturday, you got games, whatever it might be. I would love it if all you guys did was do a typical weekend like you normally do. Okay, Super Bowl like you normally would, but track every single bite, okay? And I'm gonna tell you guys, my patients that do this right with me, they are in absolute shock. Absolute shock. A lot of them think that like, oh yeah, I maybe ate a little bit over. Maybe I had even 400 calories more. No. So many of our patients are eating 5,000 calories a day over the weekend. Right? You start adding in some drinks, you start adding in this, start adding in that, right? And this is really when that light turns on. And it's like, wow, I cannot believe how many calories I was eating on the weekend. Okay? I know it's frustrating for a lot of you guys because right now you guys are like, oh, I'm doing so good and this and that. But the only reason why I want you guys to do this for this weekend is so we truly have data, right? You truly have data, okay? This morning, I was craving just normal eggs, right? I'm like, I don't want egg whites. I normally have egg whites all the time, and some days, you just want eggs. So today, I did 2 eggs, right? Well, that's gonna now change my macros for the day, right? And so those are the little things. It sucks, guys, but that's how this journey works, right? That is how this journey works. If you're going to switch it out with something, you better realize that has a different calorie range. It's not just, oh, we get free stuff, we get free food, there's nothing free. Nothing's free, especially when it comes time for our diet, right? So I just want for this weekend, okay? If you guys don't want to do it and you guys are really in the zone and you're doing great, awesome, right? But the whole reason that I'm worried about this for is because until you guys, just like I tell you guys the scale, so many people, oh, I'm waiting. No. The scale is your best accountability partner for life. And that's what we have to get over it, right? Like I have to become honest with myself. I have to become like, you know what? This is my moment of truth, right? Just like this weekend, okay? It's one weekend. It's our first weekend. And I know it's probably frustrating for a lot of people because I have so many people that have been messaging me and they're losing and they're doing great. So I don't want to mess that up either, right? But I'm just so afraid, guys, because my mission right now is that one, right? These 18 weeks, we freaking kill it, okay? Like everybody is killing it and it's their best freaking body ever, right? And then 2, you realize how these weekends have been affecting you. You realize how one stupid drink or one stupid this, right, just set you up to where now you can't lose because it put you over whatever that calorie range is for the week, right? That is what my goal is right now for these first 6 weeks is just data, right? I wanted these first 6 weeks. And I know I have so many people that are like, no, weight loss. And I get that, right? But I want you guys to see the bigger picture of this, right? I want you guys to understand why we live in this vicious cycle, Okay. And what I want you guys to know is when we go up 5-6 pounds, we can get those off, right? You're going to have that window the rest of your life. I want you to have a 5-6 pound window. Okay. Cool. Right? That's cool. But we cannot any longer have a 30, 50, 60, 80 window. That is what my mission is for these next 18 weeks, is that we stop that. Right? Okay. You go on vacation, you gained, you went over those, that we gained, right? But no. Okay. And the only way that happens is once we have the moment of truth with ourselves, when we have the accountability with ourselves, when we are not lying to ourselves, when we are not just trying to put up the blinds and be like, oh, I didn't eat that bad. Oh, it wasn't that bad. No. I'm going to know exactly how bad I ate. I'm going to know exactly how many calories I'm going over, right? Because that is how we beat this, is we got to first find the problem. We have to find out where is the problem. And that is why I'm so adamant right now, guys. Track your food, track your food, track your food, right? I know it's daunting. I know, right? But when you start realizing how fast things add up, right? Just like I told you guys my Starbucks story. I will not let them anymore put freaking anything in my drink. That's a waste to me. That's a complete waste. I'm not going to take that chance and that risk, especially right now when I'm really trying to dial in my diet, and I'm going to, right? I'm doing this. I'm not going to definitely let anybody touch my food. Okay. So anyways, guys, I want to put that out there. As I'm doing this, I came in here like, okay, I'm going to do this, but I know it's hard because even me right now, I'm going to be real, right? I don't even have the desire to, right? But if you aren't in that die hard zone right now, and you're like, you know what? I do want to get this data. I do want to find this out. Then go for it. Okay. But as I'm doing this right now and I'm thinking about myself, like what I'm going to do this weekend, I don't want to do that. Right. But if you are not hardcore right now and we're just trying to figure things out, I'm going to tell you right now, if you guys do this and you guys have this moment of truth with yourself this weekend, I promise you this will be a game changer for you. I promise you. But in that same breath, because seriously, now I'm thinking about me, and that's why I tell you guys I do this for, right? I'm not going to do that this weekend, right? Because I am in the zone. I am moving. I am rolling, right? But I also know how bad my weekends have been. I know I've done this many times, and when I tell you guys, I for so many years in my whole life, even as the owner of RCMC, right? That's always been my freaking nemesis, right? Is my weekends, right? But what saves me is that I have such a strong workout routine, right? So my weekends would kill me, but then I would save it during the week, but I couldn't lose that way, right? I was just this vicious cycle, right? And so if we're trying to lose, right? This is if we're trying to lose. If you guys are not trying to lose and you're just trying to stay the same and you kind of go a little off on the weekends, but Monday through Thursday, you are hardcore and you're in that big deficit, you can do that. Right? But there's nothing more discouraging than not losing when you're trying to lose. And that's what we see a lot of our patients struggle with, is the weekend. We call it the weekend warrior. And I was the best at it. I was the best weekend warrior, right? And so that is why you have to really start realizing like, wow, over the weekend, I ate an extra 4,000 calories. Okay, well, that means during the week, it's a big deficit you're going to have to do just to stay the same. Right? So those are the things that I'm trying to help you guys see these first 6 weeks. Help you guys realize how every stupid little thing, however little small it is, even the funny thing is probably the littler the thing that you don't think is a big deal has so much high calorie. It's so calorie dense, right? And it's like, oh, well, just this. No, that just caked on an extra 50 calories. Really? 50 calories is 50 calories. There is no such thing as a free calorie. There's no such thing as, oh, it's only 10 calories. It doesn't matter. It's still 10 calories. Did that 10 calories put you over your limit? If it puts you over your limit, you're now 10 calories over your limit. It's that simple. There is no free anything when it comes to calories. Okay? So as I'm making this now, I'm second guessing myself. But if you guys are not, okay, if you guys are not really, really hardcore in it right now, and you're just really trying to dial in and get data, which I love that, I think you would have a coming to Jesus moment this weekend if you did that. I think you would be absolutely shocked. Okay. And no matter what, even if you're trying, right? Because that's what our goal is. Even if right now you're telling me and you're listening to this and you're like, she's ridiculous. I am not doing that. But you go off of whatever your plan is, document it. Even if you just do that, you will be shocked at how, when you're at the Super Bowl party and just 4 little chips, some spinach and artichoke dip, a little of this, a little cheese. Oh, I did good. I only did olives. As you guys know, I have my team right now. All of my team is on a challenge also. They're doing the 18-week challenge. They have our own challenge. And so yesterday, every morning we have team huddle. So if you guys ever see us at 7:50, we have team huddle. And so yesterday or 2 days ago, Ariana, who is our Hesperia manager, she was like, on our team, she goes, Soraya, I can't believe how much olives added to my calories, right? And she's like, before I wouldn't even think twice, I'd grab a handful of olives. But now when she realizes, right? People, oh, I just had some olives. You just had some olives? Well, how much did that add to your calories? Right? And that's what you guys have to realize. There is no, I just had a piece of cheese. And what did it add to it? Right? Everything adds to it. There is no hiding it. Okay? Everything adds to it. Everything, everything, everything. And that's what we're trying to figure out these 6 weeks here, trying to get it dialed into your head. Like, wow. Okay? And most of you sit at a desk all day. Right? And so we really don't have time to mess around. We really don't have any leeway or room in there. Okay? Because when you're sitting at a desk all day, you're really got to be careful. Right? Even if you go for a 30-minute little workout, right? You're sitting at a desk all day. We don't got very much room. We don't got very much room. All right? So anyways, guys, I challenge you guys to do that this weekend. I kind of feel like, because I'm not, but you better believe it. If I do eat something at the Super Bowl party that I'm going to this weekend, and I didn't plan for it, you better believe that I'm going to put it in my tracker so I know, right? I know how bad did that affect me, right? Where would I be at? And if anything, I think it'll be great for you guys to see if you go to these Super Bowl parties and you just have a little bit to think about what would you have if you weren't doing this, and then think about the effects that would have had on you. Right? Just think about that. So I just want you guys to have your mind open this weekend. Okay? Either way, whatever you do, no matter what, what's not changing is we're going to track every freaking bite. Okay? We're going to be exact. Nobody's going to be a better tracker than us this weekend. Right? And if you are trying to do good this weekend, I'm going to tell you right now, you have to make a plan right now of what you're going to have. And you have to put it in your tracker. You got to write it down. You got to write down the hours, right? Know exactly when you're eating, what you're eating, okay? Because if you don't have that down, it's going to suck this weekend. So if you are going to do good this weekend, and I'm 100% on board with that if you are, right? You better make a plan. You better make a plan. And I hope all of you guys by now have made your whole 18-week plan, right? You guys should have made a whole 18-week plan by now. What are your goals these first 6 weeks, right? What's the one thing we're working on, right? We have our chief aim goal right now. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. What are you, right? And then what's the one thing you're working on? Okay? Are you doing that every single day right now? Right? That's all we're working on is one thing to get you to that goal. That's it. What's the one thing you're working on? Are you doing that? And every night and every morning before you go to bed and when you wake up, are you looking at that? And are you saying it to yourself? Because I'm telling you guys, this is the key. This is the key. We want to get that subconscious mind 1000% on board that we are doing this. Okay? And you're happy now. You are happy right now. Okay? Because you're already there. You already have it. You got it. Right? These are the things that are important. So, okay, I love you guys. Happy Friday. Don't give in. Don't you for a second think that, it's too late. This is too hard. Nothing's freaking hard. This is not hard. Okay? You can do this. I know you can do this. And I want you guys to know I'm so grateful that I get to do this with you guys. This is what helps keep me on track, okay? I struggle with this just like all of you. I'm going to be real with you. I didn't go for my freaking 20-minute walk after dinner 2 days ago, right? And yeah, that frustrates me. And you know why it frustrates me is because I didn't get to go to bed with that W, right? You know how I went to bed? Oh man, I didn't do my walk. Oh man, didn't do my walk. Right, that's how I went to bed. You know, I went to bed last night feeling like a champion because I kept the promises that I made to myself, right? A stupid little 20-minute walk can change the whole way you go to bed, the whole way, right? Because you go to bed now with a W. You go to bed now feeling good. You go to bed now proud of yourself that you did what you said you're going to do, right? And what else is great is then we don't eat anything the rest of the night. Not that you couldn't, but it's those habits that we are trying to instill back into ourselves. You guys saw last night, once again, and the reason why is because the last, I don't know, month or two, I'm really, really good at usually not eating after dinner. That's just one of my, I'm gonna tell you guys, if you guys try to make this one of your habits, it'll change your life also, right? It's just that, no, I had dinner, I'm done. Like, you're done, Soraya. You control your mind. You control your body, right? You had dinner, that means that the day is over and you do not eat anymore. But I've kind of gotten off of that. And it's crazy how bad those habits play with your mind, right? Last night we came back from our little walk and my mind was going. I was like, oh man, I just want something. Not even just want to snack on something, right? And it's like, no, you're not doing that. You made a promise that after your last meal of the day, you're going for a walk, and after your walk, it's over. Game over. Go to bed. And so that's what I did last night, right? But guess how I woke up this morning? Proud, happy. I did what I said I was going to do, right? Already tracked my food for today. Had to switch it out because I did 2 eggs, okay? That's how we win this. We want to keep stacking up our W's. Keep stacking them up because the more doubles you get, what happens? The better you feel, the better you feel, the better you feel, okay? And the only way we get to your goal are by the W's, right? You guys got this. But you got to tell yourself, I got this. And every single night, I'm going to make sure I go to bed with the W. I don't know if you guys have seen my girl, Madeline. Love her. She's my niece. She's one of our head coaches. She's in New Mexico. And she's been posting her video every night late, right? Walking up and down her driveway, right? Doing what she says she's going to do. So super proud of all my team. All my team's killing it. So anyways, guys, I love you guys. I'm so grateful for you. Excited for this 18-week challenge. I've had so many people tell me some amazing stories and I'm just like, this is why I freaking have the best job in the whole world. So love ya. Happy Friday. Remember, whatever happens this weekend, it doesn't matter as long as you log it, because that is our moment of truth. Okay? Have the best day ever. And remember, if you guys need help, if you have a question, like I feel like I've messaged and I'm really, really trying to make sure that like I am in your face every day, right? Because like for me, that is such a huge part of not only our team, but whenever I was doing my shows, right? Like that's why I wanted a coach who was going to support me and help me. And that's why, as you guys know, here at RCMC, we're so passionate about that coaching. And so I want to make sure that like every day I'm like, hey, you, yeah, come on, you got this. You got to straighten up. Like you can do this, right? Like put those good positive vibes out there. Okay. So hopefully you're not getting bugged by it, but if you guys see I'm texting us on our app, I'm texting, I'm emailing, but I'm like, I want to make sure you get this. So, all right. Love ya. Have the best day ever. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.